For almost a decade, Kirkland Signature golf balls have been ruling the budget membership market. But here in 2025, as they release the version 3 ball, there's a newcomer on the block. Members Mark.
Costco or Sam's Club? The age-old question, which is better? We're digging deeper into that question. Kirkland Signature or Members Mark? Which is a better ball for you? On one hand, Members Mark, you got a 90 compression rating, and this one just a little bit higher with a 93. Now, price-wise, Kirkland Signature costs $35 for 2 dozen balls. On the other hand, Members Mark costs $28 for 2 dozen. But the real question is, Sam's Club or Costco? Put it down in the comments, please. We're not begging for comments. We are begging for subscribers, however, so. Maybe.
We have several tests today for you. Several ones that no one else on the internet has done yet. And we're going to start with the old Bryson DeChambeau float test. Next, we will do the putting test or the roll test to see if we have any deviation. Then we'll get into distance and wedge control, which would be our spin rates, which is highly important if you know anything about golf. We also have a bounce test, which will show that compression. If one ball bounces higher than the other, it should mean that that ball will travel further. We'll see if that's accurate. Tests inside of tests. 2 nights this week. It's been brutal. I've hit each one of these balls 400 times to test their durability. And we will put them side by side on the roll, the hit, the spin. We'll see if it has affected it at all. Also, I've soaked 2 balls in water for a week because I'm curious. Because if you're anything like us, you see a ball in the pond, you're going to pick it up. But does it affect it? Does it affect how it spins, distance? We're going to test that too. Let's get after it.
Essentially what we're doing is we're going to be trying half of the boxes, which is a dozen, which is a normal golf box worth. First up, Members Mark. We're going to drop them in as such. Let them float back up. Let them settle, Get all comfortable like. And it's perfectly upright here. You're going to, if this wasn't so by the edge, you're going to grab it right at the top. Boom. And if it floats back to that same dot, it's uneven. As we can see right here, no dot at the top. Not uneven. Good golf ball. You want this golf ball. You dream of this golf ball. And we'll continue with the rest. So we tested 12 Members Mark balls, and they all seem to be good. Even when you mix them around, no black dot at the top.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, you get the point. Even with this one. You roll it, boom, boom. Look at that. Right back to where we were. So, looks like if you buy a pack, they're all going to be even for the most part.
On to the Kirkland.
And now we're just going to dump them in, I guess. Now, we're just going to quickly tap them ever so slightly.
Oh.
Hold on. We gotta give them a quick mix. Quick little mix. Quick little turnabout. All right. No way.
No.
Whoa.
way.
Wait, hold up. Let me try that again. Okay. Let's stop the flow real quick. Just move them. We could have some unevenness. Maybe not. I'm going to take out the ones that aren't uneven. At least the ones that don't look like it. So this one's good. This one's good. This one's good. This one's good. This one is good. This one is good. This one looks good. This one looks good. So now, okay, it must have just been like a,
Kind of fluky.
yeah. So, Kirkland 2, no problems. They're all even, all centered. You'll have probably the exact same putting experience with both.
Okay, we're going to start with the 2 wet ones and then the 400, the durability, the 400 shot ones.
Yeah. First wet one, Members Mark wet. All right. Following suit is Kirkland Signature wet. That one's good. Now we have the Members Mark 400 hit ball. 400 shot.
Well, very interesting results. This is the only test that we don't see the results until the editing phase. So I find it very strange that these wet balls don't bounce as high as the balls that I spent numerous hours hitting 400 different shots. Maybe waterlogged balls, even for a week, do get affected. The next 2 tests, however, are just basically just a quick summary. Is just to find a deviation, inconsistency. So we'll bounce them. There's going to be a ball that bounces higher than the others, and there's going to be a ball that bounces lower than the others. And then we'll take that difference, and that is showing inconsistency. So let me speed this up for you guys. We'll get on with it.
Absolute beauty. Well done.
That's going to be interesting to see. To me, it seemed like the Members Mark totally bounced lower.
Bounced definitely lower.
Let's see, in editing. This next test will give us that deviation that we want to see for our putting. So what we're doing is using this stimp meter here. We'll roll the ball down it, starting from the same location every single time. And we will mark how many inches it goes.
With this, oh, too close. You'll be able to see it after.
Yeah, and then we will figure out the deviation and see what better, or what ball is better for you, or for all of us. Okay, careful, number 1.
Before we get to the spin and distance test, quick intermission. Little break.
Let's do it.
Let's go. It's off to the races.
Home run, touchdown, buzzer beater, do it all now, top corner talking home run, touchdown, buzzer beater, do it all now, top corner like all in, lit the fire when you doubted, now I'm all in, put me with the best, bring the stars in, undefeated mode, no falling, doubted when I lost, slide back when I win, fade and pay the cost, but I rose so thick and thin, battles in
You
the
see on the
stars,
screen, the lighter
see 'em on
blue
my skin. They tried to
I picked as Members Mark because it's blue, and then the red for Kirkland signature because it's red. So I put in all the information. Roll test, we got an average from Members Mark at 67.875 inches compared to Kirkland, which got 73.54 inches, so on and so forth.
Kind of interesting.
And interesting, how so?
Well, I just think it's weird how much deviation.
How much deviation there is?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a solid 6 inches. So, anyways, as I was saying, Members Mark, all 12 of them, well, half of the box you can buy, but 12 of them had an 11-inch deviation from the longest roll to the shortest roll.
Which is weird because that roll should be consistent every single time.
Yeah, compared to Kirkland Signature, which the V3s performed very well in the roll test. Only 4-inch deviation with all the balls. I would say that's pretty good.
Which, if you don't know what deviation is, it is consistency.
Consistency. And we're going to kind of cruise through these next ones. So we did the spin test. In the spin test, we did one with the spin test we did with the wet balls that we had soaked for a week. The durability balls, which Weston took the earlier part of this week hitting, and then just the regular stock balls. So compared Members Mark 9188.4 compared to Kirkland, which shows a 9141.6. So it's pretty even with the wet.
But just how
Just
weird
just
is
a
it?
hair more on
How
the-
weird though. Like,
I mean,
tell the folks how weird that is.
it's
The wet
the
balls.
reason why the wet balls, we're saying it's weird because if you look to the durability and the stock on both of them, it's 500 difference, at least 500
RPM.
RPM difference. On the durability one, Members Mark got 8.8. Kirkland got 8093.6. So the difference between the wet Kirkland and the durability Kirkland is over 1,000 RPM.
So maybe new life hack?
New life hack, if you see a ball in the water, use it. It'll be worth your while.
But what about distance?
Distance, though, the distance wet was for Members Mark is 274, pretty much 274 yards. And the one for for Kirkland, the one for Kirkland was 268 yards. It's relatively similar. We tried to keep it the same flow, even hitting.
Mm-hmm.
The durability one, 268.6 yards, and then 255.8 yards. Losing about 15 yards, 13 yards.
But that's
it's
why we
not-
wanted to test this. We expected that there's going to be a lower distance.
Yeah. As of right now, each ball, the only thing that would prove one is better than the other right now is just price, really. Because they're pretty even from these tests. And the distance stock, 280 for Members Mark and 278 for Kirkland. So they're neck and neck, really. Besides roll tests, you could get an extra 6 inches. I mean, the deviation, though, is worth noting. But is it worth that extra $7 or $6 you're paying? I don't know.
I don't know.
They're really similar. It's
they're-
hard to take a favorite. They're both. I don't know which one takes it. What would you say? Come on in the camera frame.
Well, yeah, looking at these numbers, the standout for me is definitely that wet ball. How weird.
That is weird.
Like, who would have thought? On both balls, too. And I was swinging the exact same, which I'm not that good of a golfer, so it's going to have a little deviation in my shots, but you know what I mean. It's crazy if you
Either
look
way.
at this.
It's neck and neck, really. I think what comes down to it is just the color of the insides of the ball.
Yeah.
What's your favorite color? Because honestly, these are just the exact same ball, in my opinion. At least for my skill range.
Even the feel off of the clubs, they both have a relatively soft feel. Not too soft, but not too clicky. I think they're great. Both of them are great.
Are they the same ball inside? They could just be same exact ball besides the pattern.
Let's cut them open. Okay, I'll do this.
All right. We're going to cut open the Members Mark one. I'm going to bet that they're just like maybe a blue. Maybe what if it was blue and red? Or maybe.
Should I cut right down that Pro Series?
That's what I was going to do with this. Let's cut down the Performance Plus.
Let's see who gets a better cut.
All right.
Okay.
This is for all the marbles. How's that one cutting? Feels nice?
It's hard.
Oh, I was right.
It is.
It's blue. If this is
Check
red.
that out.
Also, see the 3 layers of it. Apparently,
Yeah, so outer layer,
mantle,
inner, core.
and core. That's
Yeah, interesting.
That is it's blue. It's like an ocean blue. If this is red, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I know. This is a very epoxy-esque.
Yeah.
It's kind of clear, translucent.
All right. Well, we're going in. If this is red, I mean, it'd have to be red, right? Take a guess right now. What color do you think it is? You take a guess as well.
It's pink. It's got to be pink.
It's such a cool color. Oh, that is nice. That is nice. I mean, they're both blue, but
They both have the same gray second layer.
yeah,
It's guaranteed the same material.
they kind of broke the same too.
Dude, come on. If you can see that in the camera, who won on middling that? I mean, look at that.
It's not me. It is not me at all.
Dude, look. Oh.
Look at that. Well,
Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you find this information interesting.
hopefully. Let us know any other ball suggestions, some verses. Which balls should go against each other?
Yeah. And thanks again.
Thank you.
Have an awesome day. And hit those balls straight and long.
And hit that like button and subscribe button. Please. Please.